Okay, so today I will tell you how chess pieces move. So we have here a chessboard, 8x8, and chess is one of the most complex games there is, which is really impressive based on how simple rules actually are. So starting with the most complex and also the easiest piece, both at once, the pawn. The pawn can move either one square, right, straight ahead, or they can move if it's your first move the game, the first move you've ever done with the pawn. So if it's still in its starting position, you can move two squares, and black then can respond, and then we get another piece. Next piece is the knight. The knight is the only piece which can jump over other pieces, which makes it very easy to develop in the early game, so to bring it into the middle of the board. So the knight moves in like kind of like an L shape, so it can move whoop, whoop, or whoop, whoop, or whoop, 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 whoop. And different to the pawn, the knight can also move backwards. So if the pawn has ever been pushed to the fourth rank, it can never go back. This is an impossible move, not possible. So we can move the knight. Black also moves the knight, defending their pawn. Next we have another pawn move, and now we have a new case for the pawn. Here the pawn is diagonal to another pawn, and that means it can capture it. Because pawns move in a straight line, but they capture diagonally. Okay, next we have the bishop. The bishop can move as far as it wants until it runs into another piece. For example, if my bishop was here, it could only move to this square because here is a pawn. Here. Okay, now we have black responding, for example, like this, and then push a pawn 1. So we have now seen all possible pawn moves. One ahead, capturing diagonally, or pushing the pawn by 2 tiles. The next thing we show is pawn capturing again. And now we get to another thing. We move the bishop again, as we remember, in a straight line. And now we give a check. A check means attacking the king with one of our pieces. If your king is attacked, you must defend it somehow. So either by moving out of the check, so it's not attacked anymore, or by capturing the piece that's attacking it. Here, conveniently, the king can capture the bishop, because the king can move in every direction, but only one tile at a time. So here we can capture the bishop. And now we have the queen. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board. It can move as far as it wants, either in a straight line or diagonally. So now we can give a check with our queen. So the king is under attack again. And now the king moves out of the way, for example, here. And now we can capture the bishop, because we can move in each direction as far as we want. Now the opponent is in check again. So what will they do? For example, they could move here. Then we could, for example, capture this. And now the game goes on, which brings me now, pawn could, for example, play like this. And now there are no pieces between our rook and our king. And this means, and both of them have not moved this game so far, which means we can play the move castles. Castles are very powerful. So castle is a very powerful move, because it's like multiple moves at once. Because if I would want to go to this position by normal moves, it would take me like way more moves. So it's just faster. So we can castle. Finally, for black, these two pieces are in the exact same position as they were for white, but because the black king has moved this game before, black can now not play castles. So black might continue with something like this, and now I will explain to you how the rook moves normally. The rook can move as far as it wants, but only in a straight line. And like the bishop, as soon as it runs into something, it has to stop. And that's all the pieces.